the world by storm. So today, let's see 10 BTS's jungkook facts which are somewhat hidden to their fans. Number 1. Measurements. When it comes to mathematics, a lot of them have issues. Generally, this subject doesn't lie among their favorite subjects. But when it comes to BTS gang members, their army has each and every stat that would define them among the rest. This might be a new one for many. Jungkook is one of the most followed celebrities among the BTS gang members. One particular thing he revealed was his index finger is 7 centimeters in length. He also denoted that we are 7 people, 1 centimeter for each BTS member. Back in 2016, during a conversation with GQ Korea, Jungkook even told that his foot size was 270.1, but now it's 275, and he wears 280 size shoes. Well, that's quite interesting. I'm sure very few might have known this fact about Jungkook. 2. Instruments. The fascination to play an instrument back during childhood days still refreshes when someone plays it even now. Everyone at a point wished to learn an instrument so that they could stand out from the rest. A few might have learned, but a larger part of people still haven't. Well, do you know which instrument does Jungkook want to learn? If not, the answer is with us. When asked which instrument he wants to learn the most, Jungkook revealed that he would like to learn piano. So, seems like the piano is his favorite instrument. The fans are sure that he'll soon learn how to play it, and the army can live witness Jungkook performing with piano. 3. How have his music preferences changed since he was 15 years old? Nothing remains constant in anyone's life. Change is the new constant, and that reciprocates in Jungkook's life too. He was asked about how his music preferences have changed since he was 15 years old, and to that he said, back then, when he was in school, he listened to songs on which he could practice b-boying in his school's dance room. But as times changed, his preferences too changed. Now, he listens to music he wants to create. His creations are lethal, as it sets the globe on fire, and everyone is aware of that too. 4. The right song for the right mood. Mood certainly has a lot to do with the kind of music that we want to listen to. Jungkook too has his own taste depending on his mood. Jungkook told GQ Korea that he chooses the music based on how he's feeling at the time. Like everyone has their own taste when moods are factor. He said that if he's feeling down, he enjoys sad music. If he's driving at night, he wants to listen to music which can calm him a bit. During the day, he likes to listen to exciting music. He said he actually repeatedly listens to songs he didn't like at first, just to see if his opinion changes. 5. Songwriter JK. Quite a few among the army may know that Jungkook has been working on songwriting. He writes down his melodies and lyrics in a notepad, then he records the lyrics to listen to how his voice and his pronunciation sound. He always works a lot on each particular thing that seems important to him. He also revealed that he envies songwriters who are able to conjure stories for their songs just from their imaginations. 6. Early bed or night owl. Everyone in the world has their own time in which they set for themselves, as when to go to bed or when to get up from bed. People define it as an early bird or a night owl thing. Do you know which Jungkook is? When asked once whether he's an early bird or a night owl, he revealed that his bedtimes are much later than most. He usually goes to bed around 4 a.m. 7. His work style. When the style is the point of matter, the army's a huge fan of BTS gang member Jungkook. But does anyone know his work style? Everyone has their own working style, and the same was asked to Jungkook. He said that he always has to be doing something, whether it's exercising, recording a melody, or writing lyrics. Jungkook's work style can be compared to skipping a stone across a lake rather than diving into the water. Although Jungkook is multi-talented, he wishes he could delve deeper into his interests, rather than only trying a little bit of everything. 8. How does he see himself? Everyone, every once in a while, looks in a mirror to see how they look, but few talk to themselves just to see how they look as a person. When asked to paint a hypothetical self-portrait, Jungkook depicted himself as a grey, splintered, cracked, hexagon. He said, I always want to be perfect, and I always want to fly higher, and I think I have these great talents, but also I have these thoughts where I'm lazy. It's very contradictory. I want to keep rising to the top, but I don't want to at the same time. They say the hexagon is the perfect shape, but then you add a crack, and the perfect shape isn't so perfect anymore. I want to be perfect, but there's always going to be cracks. 9. New Year goals. Before the start of every year, people tend to keep New Year's resolutions. Do you know what Jungkook's New Year's goals are? This year, Jungkook wants to say goodbye to laziness and trivial thoughts, and hello to patience. This is what he's intended to keep as the New Year's resolution. Do your wishes resemble Jungkook's wishes? 10. Memorization. One strange yet beautiful fact that very few know about Jungkook is that he knows many songs by only their melody. Many people remember songs by their titles or the artist's name, but Jungkook knows many songs by only their melody. Yes, his memorization power is something different compared to others, as just remembering the song by its melody is few and far between. How beautiful it is, as the rarest of rare possess such kinds of qualities.
안녕하세요. 저는 방탄소년단 황금망래 jungkook입니다.
Things only expert armies know about Jungkook from BTS. Part 2. BTS's Jungkook is one idol you can't help but fall in love with. His fun-loving personality and amazing talents are, in fact, the stuff of legend. We know that most armies, like yours truly, are walking encyclopedias of our beloved BTS boys. And that's why we're bringing you fresh, new and exciting facts about Jungkook that the idol revealed this year. Number 7. He sees himself as two people. It's true that Jungkook, the youngest member of the band, happens to be as old as V, RM, and Jimin's siblings. And it's also true that Cookie is special. How special, you ask? Well, he's the golden maknae of the band, something all armies cherish and understand. But here's where things start to get interesting, because Jungkook, in a 2020 BTS Break the Silence documentary series, revealed what his true feeling was on being called the golden maknae of the band. Speaking, the idol confessed that, I envy the image people have of me. People call me the golden maknae, but that's not how I feel, so I have to try harder to make myself appear that way. Jungkook also went on to add that golden maknae and Jeon Jungkook are two different people. Number 6. He's a special maknae. Now, although Jungkook is okay with being called the golden maknae, the idol can't stand being called oppa, which is basically a sweet way younger women in South Korea refer to their brothers. Yet, we still find it surprising that he prefers being called baby. With that said, it's obvious that Jungkook isn't like any maknae. He doesn't want any special favors and can hold his own on any level. For one, he was the first member of the band to get a tattoo. And if that didn't convince you that he isn't like any maknae, then here are some reasons why Cookie is special, besides the fact that he excels at everything. Unlike other maknae, he prefers calling other bandmates by their names without including the word hyung, which is simply a way Koreans express seniority. 2. Cookie hardly cries. Instead, he laughs when others are crying. But that doesn't mean he's insensitive, it just shows his tough nature. 3. It's really easy to think Jungkook is one of the band's older boys because he knows how to compose himself maturely like the older boys. 4. Another thing that sets Jungkook apart is that he's as tall as the Hyungs. 5. Jungkook is also a member of the unofficial in-house alcohol line, alongside Jimin and Jin. Now, back in the dorm, the golden maknae is the only member to have a single bed, while other bandmates pair up in bunk beds. Let us know in the comments what you think about the special maknae. Number 5. Jungkook's got the golden touch. In our previous video, 10 Things You Didn't Know About Jungkook from BTS, we discovered how fans had immediately bought out JBL's Extreme Bluetooth speaker after Jungkook had revealed it was his favorite Bluetooth speaker. But that wasn't the only time the idol would influence sales, because, besides JBL, he's personally boosted sales for countless products and brands. First, there was the Downy incident that occurred in January 2019, when Jungkook revealed that he was using Downy's fabric softeners. And just like that, all of Downy's products in South Korea were completely sold out. The desire for Downy's products was so strong that the brand couldn't keep up with the high demands and eventually had to apologize for not meeting up. And when it came to the value of Downey's stocks, it rose by 11%. Our idol, Jungkook, once again unleashed his Midas touch during a live stream session, where he drank a bottle of Italian Merlot Marché by Umani Romanchi Vigor Sangiovese. And yes, the wine also sold out even though a bottle cost up to $126. Jungkook's star power shone once more when he pitched Kim Soo-hyun's book. The book's sales quickly bubbled into a bestseller in South Korea, Japan, Thailand, China, and Indonesia. Jungkook has a flawless way of promoting fashion products, dolls, books, and several other things you'd think would be difficult to promote. Now you know why he's called the sold-out king. There are lots of other examples of Jungkook using his mighty selling power that we may have to do a video about them in the future. Number 4. He doesn't like taking pictures of himself. Brace yourself for this, because even though the world recognizes that Jungkook has a handsome and photogenic face, a face that became the most handsome face of 2019, the idol isn't a big fan of photos. In our previous videos, we've mentioned how Jimin takes over 100 photos every day and has thousands of his photos on his phone. But unlike Jimin, Jungkook wants none of that. In a recent interview with Weverse magazine, Jungkook stated that, "I never really liked having my picture taken, and I'm usually with the others when we're working, obviously, but it's hard to take a camera and take selfies. So I take pictures and videos of the other members every chance I get." He also stated that, "I put my best face forward when it's for something I have to do, like for photo books, but it's still not easy." Videos are okay though. We still find it difficult to believe that Jungkook isn't a big fan of taking personal shots, because judging by his pictures, you'd never know. His pictures are always stunning and effortlessly mesmerizing. Number 3. Jungkook loves competition. Jungkook might be the heaviest member of the group, but by no means does he let it affect his performance. In fact, he's an outstanding athlete, maybe only rivaled by Jin. Jungkook has a very strong competitive drive and excels in badminton, bowling, taekwondo, hiking, and other sporting activities. For Jungkook, friendship ends when you're his opponent in a competition. Why? Because he is out to win. And come to think of it, the idol's competitive nature must have started far back in his childhood, when he picked fights not only with his childhood puppy, Kurum, but also with his older brother, something that earned him a small scar on his face. Maybe competition is what makes great day. He wants his girlfriend just as competitive as to look at their dinner table. Number 2. He's a gift. Believe it or not, even though Jungkook's My Time is the most Shazammed BTS solo, several solo performances, he isn't considering becoming a solo artist after BTS. And it's true, the idol chose to rend our hearts with this information while on the docu-series Break the Silence. Who knows, maybe he's not so worried because he's got several skills that'd be super useful after his BTS days. And speaking of skills, one of them, besides his excellent athleticism, is his painting skills. And just like Jin, a great culinary artist, or V, who does a lot of drawing and photography, Jungkook is very talented in painting. It might surprise you that over the years, he has shared several traditional and digital artworks. Now, although he focuses primarily on landscape paintings, the impressive thing about his artistic exploits is how he's able to put together an amazing canvas in a matter of minutes. Jungkook's art has a precise way of capturing lights, colors, and even the wind pattern. He's truly an all-round genius. Number 1. He's the most popular idol. Without a doubt, Jungkook, our sellout king, has established an unquestionable marketing presence. So it shouldn't surprise the most popular idol of BTS.